Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Vormithrax and I'm going to play another match in Age of Rivals, a digital sort of card collecting game. I've got a previous video that I did that's kind of an introduction tutorial type of video for this game, so check that out if you're not familiar with the rules and you want to learn more about this great game. But otherwise I'm just going to dive right in and play a hard match against the AI and see how we do. So we're going to go computer, hard difficulty, and I still haven't played enough to unlock much of interest with these other leader types, so we're just going to stick with Ziana and the Leviathans, and off we go. Round one. I'm just going to move through the game fairly quickly, not try to explain everything about it. Like I said, there's a previous video you can check out if you need a primer on how to play and all the rules involved. And if you have any questions, feel free to throw them in the comments, or I've got my Discord channel linked below in the description. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have in the Discord as well. Alright, let's go with iron. He went with stone, not too surprising. He gets another pick of resource out of my choices. I'm going to get stuck with one of his useless cards. Let's go cheap and just pick Angry Mob. Probably should have gone light catapults. Not surprising he went with horses. Alright, this time I'm gonna have to go with one of those, so I'm gonna expect him to pick wood. I'm gonna then not get to pick a resource again, so I'll do learning this time. What a surprise, he went with wood. And I'm gonna go with probably ramparts. Pretty decent card, 6 defense for 2 gold, so yep. Need at least a couple of the tower cards for defense, and great, he took light catapults, and that's going to hit my ramparts for 4 damage if I don't manage to get rid of that. I hate this. Now I have to choose between my Western trade card and my Leviathans. And I'm going to guess he's going to go for Northern trade. He doesn't have, he does have stone already, so maybe he won't, because he'd only really gain the advantage of that. But I'm going to guess he's going to go for Epica Guild. My second guess is going to be Northern Trade. I've got to pick between these now. Really want my Leviathans, but let's go for... I gotta have the resources. Bye, Leviathans. He went with Skirmisher. Alright, I was wrong. Alright. I'm going to go with Northern Trade, because it's going to give me 2 more resources I don't have, and that will finish most of the set that I need, so I'll only be missing one of the resource types after that. I'd love to go for the Epica Gill, but this first round I almost always try to load up on the resource points. Alright, so he's going, of course, with culture generation. Ooh, Eastern trade. I could get the last thing I need. But I've also got some other good ones. Fortunately, I don't have anything still that's going to knock this out, so my ramparts are going to take that 4 attack hit. Nothing I can do about it. I could also bring out the Cyclopean walls. I've only got 10 gold left, so I do need to be a little careful also about that. I'm trying to plan for the future. If I bring out the walls, I think that'll be the last wall type unit I bring out, or fortress unit I bring out, and I can concentrate on other things for the rest of the series. Bring out the cataphracts. I've only got a single infantry, but he's going to gain 3 attack and 3 defense. Yep, go for cataphracts. They're just a really good unit. Got good base stats, plus it's got the bonus that it gives to the infantry unit. I think that's going to be pretty powerful. Alright, last card. So, I think this time actually it's not that easy. It's between these two. I don't care about the poisoner. I like the jewel mine. That'll get me a boost on gold production. Right now I've got 2 attacks, a 4 and a 5. He's got 3 and 2. I'll be able to absorb both of them without loss. I'm going to go with the gold. I'd like to get the culture, but I think I'm going to have my main focus be on the resources and gold production this first round. I've got the cataphracts, I've got the ramparts out, so yep, we're going to go with gold mine, or jewel mine. Alright, let's see how the conquer phase goes. So, I got the first and third, he got the second. So I came out better in that regard. He's going to out-culture me, and I'm going to expect that. Okay, and there was the special attack. I knew that was coming. So 3 and 2. I can absorb the 3 on my cataphracts and not lose them. So we'll do that, and then we'll take the 2 on the angry mob. He lost a couple of units, and he's going to have to get rid of one of those, so that'll be out for the rest of the game. I'm hoping he loses the skirmisher more than the catapults. We'll see. Yay, he lost the skirmisher. Alright. So, he definitely out-cultured me, but I expected that, so... And he got stuck with his dead skirmisher as one of his pulled cards. I'm not happy to see that Temple of Wisdom show up, though. Yeah, that's not a good thing, especially if he manages to get out 3 of the temple cards. I think that's what those are. Okay. Tax collectors are up. Man, heavy catapults. That would definitely ruin my ramparts. Yuck. Not going to be able to do... Not going to be able to use that to take out the catapults. Zealots would be nice, but I can't really take advantage of them this round either. Either tax collectors to really boost my gold production, or the rain dancers, I think. Alright, we're going to do one last gold upgrade, and that's it. So I've got resources, I've got gold. Everything after this is going to be culture and military. Alright, so big surprise, he took the heavy catapults. Color me shocked. If I throw out the guard tower, it'll absorb almost excuse me, it'll absorb almost all of that heavy catapult shot. Or do I just let the ramparts fall? I think I'm just going to let the ramparts fall. Heal all damage to 1 at the end of the round. Let's do that. Let's throw out the Guild of Masons. Yeah, I like the sound of that. And more culture for him. I've really got to reverse this culture deficit. Alright, what's he looking at? Oof, more culture stuff. Don't think he'll go with that. Don't think he'll go with a weaponsmith. I think he's going to go with trade capital, with moneylender being my second guess. Alright, I've got Epica Gill up again. I've got Scorpion and Caltrips, remove half culture from... If he took half of the Temple of Wisdom, that would be nice. Alternatively, I could... See, he would lose 3, but if I threw out Epica Gill, I would gain 6, so... This would be lose 3, and I'd have a Scorpion out, but... I think I'm going to go with Yeah, we're going to go with Epic Gill. I gotta get more culture generation in these next couple of rounds. Yep, he went trade capital. Not surprised. Alright, I do not have a sneaky guy out, so I'm not going to take advantage of that. So he's out. Next purchase is free is useless. This is my last purchase for the round, so I don't see how that's going to help. So it's going to be Weaponsmith, and it's either one infantry or one cavalry, and I've got a cavalry out, so he'll gain 3 more power, so that's going to put a serious hurting on him. I'm going to guess he's going to throw the guard tower out. Nope, he went with the scorpions. Alright. And he got the first, I'll get the second, and he'll get the third. That I expected. Alright, so he's got to assign 8, and because he can't absorb enough, he has to split it and assign 4 to 2 different locations. That's awesome, because he's going to lose several cards no matter what he does. His highest defense value is the Temple of Wisdom. So, yep, he's losing a couple of cards no matter what. Mine, I can just barely sneak in and take. So we're going to do Guild of Masons and Tax Collectors. So I'm not going to lose anything. I'm waiting for the Guild of Masons to heal up my ramparts. Ouch. Yeah, I didn't make much progress there. Ah, what happened to the heal all damage? Alright, Guild of Masons, what the heck? Am I misunderstanding what was going to happen there? The whole point of that was to heal the tower. Alright, that's not too useful. 3 different resource things. They've got some culture points, but yeah. I don't like the way that last round ended. I don't understand what happened with the Masons card. I guess I'm not understanding the turn sequence or something, but I thought that was going to heal my ramparts. Alright, so I have not focused... Look at all these frickin' thieves and stuff. I have not focused on any of those, so... Not likely to get one from him this round especially. I've got lots of money, so I can go big on my purchases. So, Master Thief... If there's 2 out, swap this card with an enemy. Both those are really good cards, but I'm going to have to rely on getting a second one out within the next 3 cards following it. I just don't know if I can manage it. I think I'm just going to go ruined or with the War Elephants and just try to hammer the hell out of him. Alright. Ooh, Cyclopean Wall versus Emperor's Wall. Reduce all enemy war damage by 1 for each. Huh. I don't have any, so it's not going to reduce anything. So the special effect is not going to happen, but it's got 2 culture and 8 defense versus 1 culture, 9 defense. So 10 points for both. Or I can go with scouts and block the next enemy placed after scouts. And I just don't understand the timing on some of these. I don't know if that means when I play it, if I pick it, if it's going to block what he picks this turn, or if it's going to block what he picks next turn, or that's where I get a little confused on the timing of some of these things. And it makes a big difference. Well... Walls only matter if he's hitting me. And I've got a couple. Well, one got destroyed. Grrr. Not a good choice, really. Need culture generation, and I'm just not getting it. Alright, we're going with the Emperor's Wall. Naturally, I get the Master Thief this round as well, so I could have done it. And there's also a Swift Assassin down here that he might not pick, so oh well. If I go Master Thief and then he doesn't pick Swift Assassin, I can get both of these guys out. And I could swap a card with an enemy and also knock out the highest enemy. That would really amuse me, so I don't see this as being super useful. Swap with enemy bot. Ooh, if he went Colosseum, this could pay off pretty big. I don't think he's going to pick Northern Raids. He's full on resources. He doesn't have another, so he's not going to pick the Assassin. So he's either going to pick the Asakani or the Colosseum. I'm going to bet he's going to go for the Colosseum. Alright, I'm taking a chance. We'll see here. Yes, he went for the Colosseum. Good to know I can guess right on some occasions. So I'm at 33 gold, he's at 9, and he's got some expensive cards he's going to try to bring out. So I'm hopeful I can run him into the ground on gold supply and really put the hurt on him next round, but it's going to so depend on what cards come up in the random grouping. And once again, I have almost no culture generation, and he's 13 points ahead of me right now, so this is going to be rough if I keep pulling a whole bunch of resource cards that aren't really providing me a whole lot. So, I do not have 2 of the skullduggery type cards, so I'm not going to be able to take advantage of that. This is not going to gain me much more than a gold that I don't need and a resource point I don't really need, so it's going to have to be the Asakani. I do have a music, so I'm going to get the bonus from that. I've only got 2 military units hitting him this round though, and he's got that fort out, so I'm not going to do nearly as much damage, and he's going to gain some points. At least I'm going to gain the most here, so that made some up. I'm down by 9 so far. Alright, so he can take most of that. 6, he can go to the fort of last resort, but after that he's going to have to start eliminating some stuff, so that's good news. I'm going to put the 2 on, let's just put it on learning. Oh man, well, he did a pretty good job of assigning that damage, so I was hoping to take something else out. But look there, he's only up by 1 now. Going into the last round, I've got 28 gold. Ooh, and it increased the points for Epic of Gil. Alright. I hope he draws a bunch of these ruined cards. He has to deal with it. And then he's also going to have to deal with having less gold for this final round, so I'm hoping that comes into play. Alright, please don't give me a fistful of resources. Yeah, he's got that stack of culture generation cards there that are possibly going to hurt, but I'm hoping he gets he's got what, 3 or 4 ruined cards to my 1? So we'll see how it goes. Resource. No choice here, gotta get the epic out. 7 points of culture. A no-brainer. I'm not sure why he did that. He's got the Colosseum. I'm gonna have to go with probably the Asakani. Fuel mine's worth 2 points, but I'd like to get some kind of an attack value out, and I've got the epic out, so it's gonna get the bonus, so I think that would be a better play. He's got enough money that he can make some pretty good choices before he's gonna run out, so that's what I'd like to see. Pretty much useless, almost useless, a little bit of culture. For last resort with 1 point left. So that's a good pull for my side. Pretty much useless. 3, so I mean 3 resources here, or I can take 2 culture and reduce war damage, but again, unless I throw out one of these guilds, this is not going to do much. So still has no military coming out. The other thing I have to consider is I'm going to score a victory point for every 2 golds. So this is essentially 20 victory points to 10 victory points. So I've got a 10-point advantage there. and I'm currently leading another 4 with what we have on the board for cards there. So that's a 14-point swing, and I'm only 1 point down. So as it stands now, I'm up 13. So I'm going to go with, I think that's the smarter play, the extra damage reduction possibility. Alright, this is not good. He's going to get the trade capital out most likely. I'm going to go with Cataphracts. High damage value. I'm going to hope to knock out a bunch of his cards with my damage values. So again, no victory points, so these are useless to me for the most part. Yep, there goes trade capital, not surprising. So it's going to look like he's going to have a lot of culture point generation, but I think he's going to lose a lot of those cards. And here come the war elephants. Look at this. I really need to knock out a whole bunch of his cards, so I got no choice now. I mean, this is a total non-question. Yeah, he's going to have some ridiculous points if I don't knock a bunch of that crap out, so he's going to go for the heavy catapults. And I do have a wall up, so he's going to end up knocking out my Emperor's Wall before the war. I've got to go with Oracle, and of course, when I bring... Oh, I don't want to swap anyway. Wait a minute. So if I play this, does that mean I'm going to give him 6 points? If he plays somebody that doesn't have that? I think that's what happens. So I'm going to end up playing... I think I played that wrong in a previous game, and I don't want to repeat my mistake. Again, if I play Guild of Masons, he's going to knock my fort out, and then it's not going to heal it, or what? What's the deal there? That's what I'm confused about. And he's probably going to get Rain Dancers out. I don't see him playing either of the other ones, but neither of these are going to do me any good, so Guild of Masons it is. He's still got enough money, so he was able to pay for everything. I wasn't able to starve him of enough money to make that a big thing, so he's going to throw out the Unholy Practitioners, I'm sure. And all I've got is a choice between little to nothing and a jewel mine. So I guess I take the 2 points. The only possibility that this would be useful is if that 1 point was enough to cause him to have to knock out another card. So let's look. I've got 11 and 10. That's probably going to end up splitting several ways because he does not have enough to come close to absorbing all that damage. I think he's going to lose 4 or 5 cards just to those two. Then he's going to lose some to that. It might actually be better for me to play this one, because if it's got a chance of forcing him to knock out a card that's got a 4 or a 6, yeah, I think I'm going to go with the mobs. I mean, the 2 sounds good on the face of it, but having an opportunity for that 1 point to be just enough to force him to kill another card, I think is worth the risk. All right, here we go. Let's do the final tally. Oh, yeah, you got the bump. I forgot about that. Oh, man, that's even better. All right, let's see what happens. So the conquer phase should go to me. Oh, yeah, so I'm going to win all the points in the conquer phase, so that boosts me up. Cool. I've still got a big gold advantage as well, so I'm going to get a boost from that. So there's the war, no surprise. Alright, now watch these damage numbers. I think he's going to split some of those. Yep, look at all that splitting. Have fun sorting all that damage out. Alright, we're going to apply to... doesn't really matter, we'll throw it on the angry mob. That's exactly what I wanted to see happen. Alright, so we kept his 2 biggest ones, the 14 pointers, so I couldn't do much about that, but we did knock out a whole bunch of his other cards. I think we've got him. There we go. All right. So we won 73 to 56. Pretty good match. Computer did pretty good. I didn't spot in too many issues. I think there was 1 or 2 places where I was a little questioning on what he picked, but I was more focused on my own cards at the time. But it looks like our military and bringing out some combo military that boosted each other really helped me out. Having it split the damage and forcing him to kill so many cards in that last round and a little bit towards the round before that really threw things in my favor. So I was able to overcome his much better culture production than I had. So, all in all, good match. Let's see if I randomly pick a high reward here. We won, so we're going to get good numbers, and we'll do that one. I got a 40, which was the lower value, but that's fine. All right, and missions, 1 out of 2 of winning games as Yana. Haven't finished those. And I've got some money, but I'm going to hold off buying any card. Well, let's go ahead and buy a card pack. So we're going to spend 100, buy a card pack, open it up. What did we get? We got a Chipetta unlock. We got, ooh, I haven't seen that one. Influential Texts. So it's a musical card, 1 defense, 3 culture, block enemy, ranged or cavalry, and gain 2 culture. Huh. Alright, that's a pretty good card. And Guild of Traders. No longer have to pay tax to the enemy. That's pretty valuable. Plus it gives 4 defense and 2 culture. That's a really good card. I like that card. Alright, so I'm happy I did that. So we'll hold off anything else. I've only got enough money for 1 more card pack. But we're all set and all done for this episode. Hope you enjoy it. I really like the game. It's fun to jump into and play a quick match. We finished that one about 25 minutes, a little less than that probably, when that was with me yapping away. So usually once you get used to the game, you can probably jump in and do a match in 15 to 20 minutes if you get familiar with all the cards and once you know how the game works. So it's great just to jump into and have a bunch of fun for a quick trip. So again, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll play it again occasionally in the future. If you like this game and games of its type, do make sure you let me know in the comments. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what direction to go with content in the channel, so I'm kind of feeling my way around and seeing what people enjoy watching me play, and any feedback you provide is very valuable in helping me kind of guide the channel so I can make it as educational and entertaining for everybody as possible. So use the comments, the like and subscribe buttons, as well as my Discord channel that I've linked in the chat. So I'd be happy to chat with you about any games we cover or any games you might like to see me cover in the channel. So do take advantage of any of those options. I look forward to seeing you in future episodes. Have a great day.